Today's horoscope from Astrocademy, Cancer, November 29, 2022. Today holds some scattered energy, but it may very well lead to a stronger commitment to getting organized. You might receive advice that bothers you, but consider that it could be useful in bits and pieces, and a more rounded decision can result, even if you don't take the advice. Do your best to work on problem areas or take a step back so that you can look at a relationship or concern objectively. Chances are, the problems can be fixed with a bit of patience. While it's not easy to understand one another, it can lead to interesting detours. It makes sense to try to get to the root of any unusual desires that come over you now, as they may simply be a symptom of the need for a slight change. The cosmos are packing heat today and tomorrow. This is because mighty Mars, the planet of sex and drive, will link to powerhouse Saturn, the great taskmaster. Your libido will ignite like a volcano, ushering you closer and closer to climax. This will bring you the lusty desire and stamina to create remarkable intimate memories with your one and only. Another way you can benefit from this energy is to discuss long-term plans, hopes, and dreams with your sweetheart. Draw up a map of your life's greatest goals and make a promise together to reach them. What should you do to focus your time, energy, and attention correctly? Now that the moon is in Aquarius, the lunar energy will be illuminating your subconscious mind. You might feel a little more introverted than usual as you navigate the beginning of your work week. Although Luna could allude to everything you may want to ignore, this could be the perfect time to reflect on what you need to work on. You have wonderful, unique capabilities and skills that you should use at work. This lunation might be the perfect time to build your confidence. On both sides of the financial fence, your sixth sense will be sensing change in the air, and in both cases, this will be the resurrection of something that has previously dialed back. It was late last month that Mercury wrapped up all planetary activity in your financial sector, yet the dwarf planet Ceres is just 3 weeks away from her first visit in 4 years. At the same time, after retrograding back out of your income sector late last month, Jupiter is on his way back. Relieve your stress level today with some form of exercise that cheers you up. What you do for your body, you also must do for your spirit. Running with a friend or dancing to your favorite disco songs, something to pump up your heart rate as well as your sense of humor. The kind of energy we have comes largely from the activities we choose to participate in. Choose something that makes you smile. Take care not to be deceived today. With this vibration in the air, you are more likely to take things at face value rather than checking them out first. Take extra precautions, especially when it comes to contracts and other formal documents. Read the small print, and if the other person rushes you to the point where this is difficult or impossible, you might want to back off. Listen to your deepest instincts today, and keep in mind that while it would be ideal if everyone were as honest as you, this isn't reality. When the moon returns to a nostalgic and reflective part of your chart each month, there is an invitation to slow down, and the timing of its return today couldn't be better. This will have no adverse impact on the new working week, with things well established professionally and even benefiting from some additional time to hear yourself think. This can also make it easier to stay in the moment at a time when, with Jupiter, in his early days in direct motion in Pisces, and Neptune, in his final days in retrograde motion here, have both come to a standstill. As the dwarf planet Ceres moves into her final 3 weeks in your relationship sector, she is benefiting from both her friendly aspect to the moon yesterday at the same time that it was at a friendly aspect to planets in your communication sector. These are the same aspects that Ceres was making just a few weeks ago, with a chance to reconnect, a link to planets that can help to give your relationships a voice. Our eyes in the sky. You might feel as though others are talking down to you right now, or intentionally making your life difficult. You might be forced to buckle down and push forward with your agenda despite these obstacles. If you find that actualizing change just isn't in the stars right now, give yourself a few days and try again once the resistant energy dissipates. The pace slows and suddenly a great realization comes to you. When you move too fast, you often miss the details that help everything come into place more easily. Today, however, you are able to move more slowly, and this is making all the difference. You are likely to get so bogged down with work today that you get overwhelmed. You may not even realize it, but deep down, difficult emotions are welling up inside you. By the time the end of the day rolls around, you may be an emotional wreck. While everyone seems to be slowing down, you are actually speeding up. Others are confused and muddled, while everything is quite clear and easy in your mind. You are right where you need to be. Move toward your goals with speed and confidence. There is an element of mystery that you just can't seem to get a grip on. The map you are looking at bears no resemblance to the landscape in front of you. This is not a time to press forward. This is a time to hold back and exercise caution. This evening, when the moon changes signs to innovative Aquarius, you'll find that you're full of bright ideas. A connection between the sun and the moon heightens passion and emotion, granting us moments of brilliance. Be sure to write down any nuggets of wisdom your brain dreams up so you can manifest them later. In the pre-dawn hours, the Capricorn moon sextiles Neptune in Pisces, stimulating our imagination. Many of us will be asleep at this hour, and we should expect our dreams to be especially vivid. We may even have dreams within dreams. If we are awake, this will be a good influence for working on creative or artistic projects. We will have particular ease communicating spiritual or numinous concepts through poetry, film, or music. Transformation is the name of the game as you take a more critical approach toward your own work. Doing so is key. Once you take off the rose-colored glasses, you start to see that everything is not quite so perfect as you had imagined it to be. Be amazed at how much you can learn from this special report. Find out the following details: the way you perform and react to your lover, including your thoughts and self-expression when making love. Exactly what you value and need most from your lover. The driving force of your sexuality as well as your capacity and desire for lovemaking, plus the improvements you can make. Gain confidence in your ability to make your lovemaking a special experience, far beyond what you believed possible. For maximum enjoyment from your sexual relationship, share your intimate lover reports. Reveal the most exciting ways to satisfy one another. After sunup, the moon and Pluto align in Capricorn, intensifying emotions and causing us to be overly judgmental of ourselves or others. It's possible to spiral into self-deprecating or fearful thoughts. We are not thinking rationally now. Our better judgment has been hijacked by anxiety. Worst-case scenarios seem like the only options. At this time, the only way out is through. We require this confrontation with our shadow side. Only then will we be able to take back our power from phantom aggressors.